friends, and welcome to Words with Friends Live. I'm your host, Tristan Cunningham. And I don't know if you've heard, but there's a really big game tomorrow for big money. And with this game, you won't lose any fingers because you can't place bets with bookies on Words with Friends Live. That's right. The big alternative game tomorrow is right here. And the prize is big, really big. But you've got to stay around until the end of the show for me to give you that golden nugget, okay? Okay. Our game is the game within a game. Now, a quick tip. If you're in the middle of a Words with Friends game, try upping your gameplay with the weekly challenge. If you complete them, you can earn some cool badges. It's true. But let's talk about earning some cool green in this game. Today's jackpot is $5,000. That's right, you heard correctly, $5,000. Now here is how it goes. I'm going to ask you 12 multiple choice questions, and with each one, you'll have 10 seconds to tap the button with the right answer. If you get every question right, you're going to get a shovel full of jackpot. That's right. But you must get them all correct. One wrong answer and you have to go. I mean, not away. I mean, you have to go to spectator mode and keep playing. And soon there'll be some very valuable things coming your way when you answer questions correctly in spectator mode. And you'll be able to use those prizes to beat your friends and family in the main game. It's like you can't lose. All right. You can also stay in the game by using one of those extra lives you've accumulated by inviting people to play our game. Now, you get one by pressing a heart on the Words with Friends dashboard to invite a friend. And when they accept, you'll get your life in about 24 hours. And okay, bear with us because we're still tweaking the game to make it better, okay? And FYI, we're streaming live, so a Wi-Fi connection will get you the best video. And make sure you have enough battery left in your phone. And also wow, I'm actually turning into my grandma. She's always like, is your phone charged? Wait, do you have your keys and wallet? Ooh, and don't ever play Words with Friends live while driving, okay, Tristan? Love you, Graham. All right, enough of that. Who's ready to jump into this game? Let's do it. Let's start gently with our word of the day, redundancy, which is perfect because it's Groundhog Day. So if you love groundhogs and Bill Murray movies and you read today's game notification, you'll get it. Question 1. Which phrase is not an example of redundancy? Undisputed, champion, past history, or forever and ever? You see, when it comes to something like redundancy, it can mean a few things. It can be the quality or state of being redundant, superfluous repetition, or an act or an instance of needless repetition. You see, when it comes to something like redundancy, it can mean a few things. It can be the quality or state of being redundant, superfluous repetition, or an act or an instance of needless repetition. All right, the correct answer is undisputed champion, and 17,000 people got that. Very nice. Undisputed champion is not redundant because the words mean different things. Now, past history and forever and ever are both redundant because, they're both redundant, but they would probably be really great young adult novels. Redundant, but good novels. All right, question 2. All together is to jointly as all together is to what? Differentiated, excitedly, or completely? Now, for some reason, I just thought of that scene from Jerry Maguire where they say to each other, "You complete me." And just think about that for a second. You complete me. Huh? Hey, you know what another great line from that movie is? When he's like, show me the money. And if you get this question right, there's a chance that I will. All right, here we go. The answer is in, and the answer is completely. And 13,000 people got that. I'm completely proud of you. The one-word version of altogether is an adverb, while all together is a phrase. For example, if you're about to sing happy birthday and someone might say, all right, all together, so that everyone sings together. But once you hear your mom trying to harmonize, you might want to stop singing altogether, meaning completely. Like, Mom, cut it. All right, question number 3. Which of these misspelled words would be spelled correctly with the letters AE instead of AI? Aeronautical, air freight, or amorphous? Now, AI also stands for artificial intelligence, and most of the technology we use these days involves some form of AI. I mean, our cars, our computers, and even Roombas. Although, when I used to imagine what mind-blowing AI inventions the future held, I was thinking more like Blade Runner and less robot vacuum. It doesn't have the same wow factor. All right, the correct answer is aeronautical. And let's see, 10,000 got that. Yes, aero is a Greek prefix relating to flight and air, and aeronautical means relating to the science or practice of building or flying aircraft. Now, I wish someone would develop a technology to prevent people on planes from taking off their shoes. It's stinky and gross, just so you know. All right, moving forward, question 4. Which is a real reason muscles get sore after working out? Lack of vitamin B, lactate buildup, or microscopic tears in muscle? Now, this is one of the downsides of working out. You know how it goes. You're at the gym shredding your six-pack abs and beefing up your sick guns, and then after you finish lifting all those weights, your muscles are so sore that you can barely lift your hand up to take your gym selfie. You're like, yeah, barely, but I got it. All right, the correct answer is microscopic tears in muscle. Now, muscle soreness is also because of an accumulation of lactic acid in the muscles, not lactate. That's a pill that helps people who are lactose intolerant, and unfortunately, there's no pill that helps people that are gym intolerant. Yeah, they're still working on that one. Oh, and the word around town is that last question was brutal. Oh man, sometimes we're brutal around here. I'm sorry. All right, question 5. Which is an antonym for churlish? Polite, savory, or earthly? Okay, let's break this down. Ish is a suffix that can indicate a few different things, such as belonging to, or having the characteristics of, or having a trace of, or having the approximate age of, or even near or about. So basically, all you have left to do is know what a churl is, and you're golden. All right, the results are in. The correct answer is polite, and 3,000 people got it. After the Norman conquest of Anglo-Saxon England, the name churl became known for rude, ill-bred people, and not for what happens when you eat too many churros at the fair after riding the roller coaster. That's a different word. Yeah. All right, question 6. Which is not a definition of crutch? Support used for walking, a group of chickens, or a part of a body or garment? Now, have you ever used crutches? They might as well be stilts because I can't walk with them. I might as well just have like 4 legs that don't work. Plus, they hurt because all the weight lands right here and on stairs. Oh my goodness, forget about it. Just put me in a big Bjorn and carry me around like a baby. Because if I'm in pain, I'm gonna act like one anyways. Yeah. Whew. All right, stretch it out. Serious stuff. The correct answer is a group of chickens. Now, a group of chickens is actually called a clutch. I'm not sure who came up with that name, but it makes sense because if I ever happen to come across a bunch of chickens, I'd clutch onto the nearest person as I screamed, where did all these chickens come from? A farm nearby or something? All right, question 7. A verse consisting of 14 syllables is known as what? Iambic pentameter, stanza, or 14er? Now, our dear friend William Shakespeare often wrote in verse, and you may not know this, but I have played many a Shakespeare character, from Perdita to Hermia to Puck. Actually, let me see if I got anything in the old noggin for you. To be or not to be. That is let me try another one. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely... let's get back to the game. Play the game right here. All right, the correct answer is 14er. Now, a 14er also can be used to describe a mountain that is at least 14,000 feet high. And personally, I use the word 14er to describe how many hours I recently binge watched Insecure. Yeah. I miss you, Lawrence. I miss you. All right, moving forward with strength. Question 8. Which author wrote the most books? Mark Twain, Isaac Asimov, or Stephen King? Now, when it comes to writing the least amount of books, Oscar Wilde only wrote one book, although he wrote many plays and poetry. His novel was called The Picture of Dorian Gray, a story about a man who magically keeps his youthful good looks by having a painting of himself that grows old. Now, I'm convinced this is how Angela Bassett still manages to keep looking like she's only 30 years old. Yeah, that queen. All right, the results are in. The correct answer is Isaac Asimov. And let's see, 241 people, very nice. Now, Asimov wrote or edited over 500 books in his lifetime. He also came up with the famous 3 laws of robotics, which, if you don't know, the first law of robotics is you do not talk about Robot Club. It's true. Oh my goodness, and another word around town is that question was brutal too. I guess we're being kind of brutal over here today. Whew, I'm sorry. All right, question 9. What is the root language of lactic? Latin, Sanskrit, or Celtic? And we're bringing it back to lactic. Now, lactic is an adjective relating to or obtained from milk. Now, the word galactic actually derives from a word that means the Milky Way. And of course, we all know that the galaxy is not made of milk and the moon is not made of cheese, but the Big Dipper is actually full of gravy. It's true. Tell your kids. All right, the correct answer is Latin, 358 people. So now you've all learned that lactic has to do with milk. But if you ask me, the word milk has a much nicer ring to it. Like, you'd never want to hear a song that goes, my lactic shake brings the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours. It doesn't really work. So we'll stick with milk. All right, question 10. What is the name of the family of bears featured in a series of children's books? Berenstein Bears, Bearstein Bears, or Berenstein Bears? Now, these books were about a cartoon family of bears who all lived together in a treehouse in, it's called Bear Country. And the books covered many important issues, everything from obesity to bullying to going to the dentist. Yet, they never answered the age-old question, does a bear go to the bathroom in the woods? All right, the correct answer is Berenstein Bears. And by the way, I just got word from Chris that bears don't go to the bathroom in the woods. They use park bathrooms. And when they see campers burying their poop in the woods, they just sit there thinking, that is disgusting. Campers. All right, moving forward. Question 11. Which word implies passion? Deterge, credeoccur, or glabrous? Now, the word passion comes from the late Latin word passio, which means to suffer. And of course, now, when we think of passion, we think of a Lifetime movie where a small town librarian meets the man of her dreams, who then turns out to be a bank robber and steals more than just her heart. No, is it just me? I'm sorry, I'll pull it together. All right, the correct answer is cri de coeur, 347 people. Cri de coeur is French for cry from the heart, which sounds exactly like Celine Dion's singing style, like all by myself. I mean, listen to any of these songs, and I guarantee you, your heart will need a box of tissues. You did it to me again, Celine. All right, I'm going to pull it together because it's a very special time, my friends. It's time for our last question. All right, here we go. We got this. I got this, and you got this. All right, question 12. Which word has to do with China? Chinoglyph, Chanticleer, or Sinicize? Chinoglyph, Chanticleer, or Sinicize? Now, porcelain is also referred to as China because it was first seen in imports from China. It's made by molding and then heating materials in a hot kiln. It's like the pottery wheel scene from Ghost, and they could have been making some fine china until they decided to totally wreck their creation with their impromptu makeout sesh. It's like, we have a task at hand here, people. You can make out later. Your china. All right, the correct answer is Sinicize. And that, my friends, is it. That was question 12. What a game. Now, before we get to the winners, here's the big announcement. Tomorrow night's prize is a mind-blowing $25,000. I know, $25,000. I can't believe it. So set a reminder, an alarm for 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern for Sunday. $25,000. You don't want to miss it. Yeah. All right, let's hear who some of our winners are. Kaden BTS, you won. Danny Dye 877, you won. Venus E, I see you all the time. Very nice, Venus E. Hope P1, you won. Joshua C 3398, you won, and I'm proud of you. Let's see who else won. Kyle M, way to go, Kyle M. And way to go to all of you. And all of you, please join us again tomorrow. Same time, same place, same grace, new hairdo, and 5 times the cash. $25,000. All right, for now, head back to Words with Friends and treat yourself to a lightning round. You earned it. I've been your host, Tristan Cunningham, and this has been Words with Friends Live. 25,000, is that true? Chris, could I play? Am I allowed to play?